What's up, guys? It is Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers and their matchup against the Los Angeles Rams this Sunday at LA Coliseum on Christmas Eve. So, let's get this video started. So, tail of the tape. I really don't need to do one for either team. They both suck. They're both not making the playoffs, and it's just a pointless game for me to predict. But, hey, I'm a 49er fan for life, so I'm going to be doing it. The San Francisco 49ers, they had an awful game against the Falcons. Let me just say that, but the Falcons are actually a good team, and I predicted everything correctly, so nothing to say. San Francisco's defense is awful. Offense was stale. I predicted everything correctly pretty much. The score was just a little bit off. I think Atlanta scored more points and San Francisco scored a little bit less points than I predicted, but it was pretty accurate. I think I did a pretty good job at depicting the score for this game. And the LA Rams, they had a really uninspiring performance against the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football, so nothing to really talk about there. So I'm gonna just get to it. So predictions. Who am I gonna go with? I'm gonna be going with the LA Rams. Yes, the LA Rams. Seriously, I'm going with the Rams. I thought I was gonna go with the 49ers. I thought they could do some work against the Falcons a little bit. Well, not really. I'm stupid. I said the 49ers were just gonna get dominated by Matt Ryan, the Atlanta offense, and the defense was going to do some work, and I was correct on every point I just said on that video on the record. So I think the Rams defensively, they're better than the 49ers, and offensively too. San Francisco, everything is just awful. I think San Francisco is ranked last in everything, and they've allowed 11 rushers to rush for 100 plus yards this season, which is the second most in NFL history behind the winless Detroit Lions in 2008. So congratulations, San Francisco. Give yourselves a round of applause for being one of the best defenses in history, especially on the run. There you go, San Francisco. You got something. Oh, not really. But I think Jared Goff might have a good game against the 49er defense. So if he wants to have a good game, this is the one to have, because this is a pretty bad defense. And Aaron Donald, if you don't want to be throwing your jersey around and stuff like that because your team sucks, he's a great player, but his team sucks. Hopefully you don't have to do that this week like you had to do in week 1 of Monday Night Football where you got ejected against the 49ers. But I don't think you'll be doing it this time because the 49ers suck balls. That's all I can say. And I just think the Rams defensively is going to carry this team to victory against the 49ers. And thank God Jeff Fisher's gone. So that's good for the Rams long term. And San Francisco, we're going to be losing, almost 14 games in a row now. So, that's going to be a celebration. Jed York, there you go. Do you want your stadiums to be filled? Do you want people to buy jerseys? Do you want people to buy merchandise? You better get this team winning and rebuild a team that you're supposed to build. And Trent Baalke better be gone as well, because a lot of people hate Trent Baalke in the Bay Area. I mean, I hate Trent Baalke too as a general manager, and people in the Bay Area hate him 10 times more because they live there and they have to deal with everything 49ers. So hopefully you can abide by them and fire Trent Baalke. That'd be a good start. And hopefully you can get rid of some of your football operation power, whatever you call that, and give it to someone else that knows what they're doing in football. Maybe fans will come back to home games next year if all that happens, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We got to wait a couple more weeks to see what's going on, and we don't even know if Chip Kelly's going to be staying, but I would recommend he stays because I don't want another coach for the past 4 years, 4 different coaches, so that's the only reason I want him to stay. I would fire him, but at the same time, I just don't want to fire a coach every year, so that's my reasoning of not wanting to fire Chip Kelly. Anyways, enough with that ranting. I'm going to be going with the Rams. Final score for me would be 17-10 Rams. Very low scoring game. It's going to be a pretty boring game in my opinion, and I think the Rams pull off at the end and get 17 points, and San Francisco only gets 10 points. I think that's a pretty good prediction, and if I'm right, then I'm a wizard. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, and just a couple of announcements. I'm going to be doing one more video about who should be NFL MVP, because I want to talk about something else in the NFL besides the 49ers. I could be talking about Jed York, Trent Baalke, Jim O'Neil, Chip Kelly all day, but I don't want to do that all day. I don't want to bore you guys to death, so I'm going to be talking about something else in the NFL, something positive for the first time, and I'm going to be posting some vlogs in the next couple of weeks, probably about 3 vlogs. I'm going to be doing a 1v1 with one of my friends, and we're going to be playing soccer, we're going to be playing basketball, and we're going to be playing badminton or tennis. I'm not sure which one we're going to do, but we're going to be doing that, so I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing that as well. I don't want to just talk about football as well. I want to do some cool things personally, but that's just to let y'all know. In a couple of weeks, I will have some videos out for vlogs. Be on the lookout for that in the next couple of weeks, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas if I don't see you again, but I will have one more video this week, and that's pretty much it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video on the Rams and 49ers and all that cool jazz, and I will be catching you guys up next week when I predict the 49ers and Seahawks game. Hopefully you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.